Hey everybody, it's Missy Wolf with Center Stage Magazine, and I am here with Tayler Holder. How are you?
I am doing good. How are you?
I am doing well. I'm sorry about the long drive out here today.
No worries at all. No worries. I had John drive, actually, so I didn't have to. I just got to play on my phone the whole time.
Hey, you know what? I do that all the time. My husband gets mad. He's like, are you going to drive tonight? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm going to take a nap. That's what I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. So you guys are going to New York?
We're headed to New York right after this. We're headed right to the airport.
Oh my gosh, now what do you got planned in New York?
We got a crazy week, actually. We got to go to New York, and I got meetings with my team and stuff like that, and then the Morgan concert and stuff like that, going to hang out with them, and then we got to leave straight from there, go to LA for some more meetings.
Wow.
For like 3 days, and then I'm in Texas for like 2 days, and then I'm back here. So
wow, you're just traveling all over the place.
Oh, they got me running everywhere.
I love it. I love it. So how is it being on tour with him?
With being just on tour in general. So I just did my first ever tour with my good buddy Dylan Scott.
Yeah, I know. I love Dylan. Oh my God, your guys' pictures online are so much fun.
Like I said, it was my first tour ever. I'm new to the whole music and country music thing, and we got to become really good friends over the last like year and a half or so. And he asked me to come out on the road with him. I got to do 15 shows with him, and
that's so cool.
It was like I said, I don't know what it usually looks like, but it was honestly like the best experience I've ever had in my life. It was, I've been to shows and all this stuff, and all the other artists are usually like just like kind of like in their green rooms or in their buses, like they don't really care what's going on. And Dylan was like very much like with my team, like we were on this tour bus every night. He was like fucking up our green rooms. He was like he was doing something. It was like he brought me on stage to sing with him. It felt like it genuinely was like my tour as well, like in a sense, and it made me feel like it was like home in a sense. That was really cool.
Well, seeing your pictures together online, it was almost like you guys had known each other for years and you were like brothers. I mean, the way that his arms were around you and like, got
it was so funny how we became friends, because it did become that like brother friendship like really, really quick. We started like jokingly like talking shit about each other on the internet. Like it was funny. Like cuz my buddy Caden was really good friends with him, and there was like this interview that Dylan did that was like, whenever I moved to Nashville, there wasn't grown men doing TikTok dances on Broadway, and he was like throwing shade at us, and then he did that like Haley Witter song, like the whiskey and like, and he was like doing this like weird dance with like these weights, like shirtless, and so me and Caden like stitched that video, and I was like I've shown him dancing, and I was like, we got to get these fake country boys out of Nashville talking about Dylan, and we just started like beefing back and forth, like joking. Funny. And then he invited us out to come do this like this hunting trip and all that stuff, and we all went out and spent like a week together, and it was like the coolest time ever.
Now, did you guys get anything during that trip?
I did. I got 2, and they got none. So
yes,
they didn't get anything.
All
so.
Right, score 2 for you.
Yeah, I got like a decent little buck and like a little doe, so it was cool.
Okay, all right. Oh, I love that. When did you get into hunting?
Oh, ever since my dad was a big hunter. Ever since I was a kid.
Now in Texas, don't you guys have those hogs? Those like
hog hunting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you done that? Is that?
I actually, it's been a long time. It's been since I was like a kid, but I used to a long time ago.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so much fun. So hunting, singing, acting. What else do you do?
So I grew up. It's so funny because everyone asks this, and it's like usually like I feel like everyone kind of has like this like they just kind of chase one thing like their whole life type thing. I have like my life was like a full 360. It was kind of crazy. So I started racing dirt bikes and like riding dirt bikes when I was 3 years old.
Oh wow!
Planned on racing pro like my whole life and all that stuff. I played football, baseball, basketball, just all around like a sports kid growing up. My dad was my coach actually like my whole life, so that was cool. And I got into high school, played football, baseball, basketball, whatever. And then I was like, this whole school thing isn't for me. I dropped out of high school my freshman year. Okay. And I lived at a training facility racing dirt bikes. I was like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Right.
And life happened, injuries happened, all this stuff. And I was like, this isn't for me right now. And I like randomly got thrown into the whole social media world by one of my best friends, Cody, back in Texas. And it was like whenever Vine was like really popular and all that stuff. And we thought it was so funny. We were like 17 years old, like watching all these like Vine kids like making these dumb videos, and we thought it was hilarious. So we started making them. And I had no plan, no nothing. I just told my mom, I was like, whenever I turn 18 and I'm old enough to live on my own, I'm going to LA and I'm going to be famous on the internet.
There you go.
Without understanding what that looked like or what that meant. And I did. I moved to LA. They were fully supportive. I had no job, no nothing. They fully like supported it and funded it and helped me out for like the first like 3 years that I was out there.
Wow.
Until I was like finally making some money. But yeah, I just moved out there and I was like, I'm gonna figure this whole thing out, and met some really awesome people and slowly started doing the thing. And then TikTok came around and obviously took it to a whole nother level.
Don't you have some crazy number of fofollowers, like 19.5 million or
yeah,
something?
yeah. On TikTok, I got
I'm
right
like,
up.
I'm like not even at 1,000.
Yeah. It's funny because like I still feel like I don't have any. I don't know. It's like I feel like it's just like a number because you have no like connection with these people really. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like it's weird. I don't know, but.
Scrolling on TikTok is quite fun for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
And you put out some fun videos. You're a goofball.
I
love it.
Interesting, I guess I'd say if you call it. Yeah, we're always doing something crazy.
It's cute though. I love it. And was your family like completely surprised that is what you wanted to do? Like, I mean, I know you said that they were supportive but were they like, man, this is crazy. I don't know why we're doing this.
It was definitely different. I think because like I said, like where I grew up in a small town called Alvarado, Texas. Mm-hmm. It's like 35 minutes south of Fort Worth. There's like 3,000 people in my home. Like we don't even have an actual restaurant in my hometown. Like there's nothing there. And so it was like very like unrealistic for anyone to like really come out of that town in a sense. And so before I moved to LA, we were doing those videos, like I said, and I got like a little bit of a following, like 10,000 followers. And in my hometown, that was like
That's
famous.
huge.
I had like triple the amount of people following me that was in my hometown. It was like ridiculous. And we would go out in public and like we would like have people take pictures with us, and we were like, yeah, we're famous. What's going on? Yeah. And then my mom was always like, just do whatever the hell you want. Like I support it. And my dad is that way as well. But my dad is like one of those like old like country fuckers. You know what I mean? Like he wanted me to ride dirt bikes. He wanted me to like team rope, or like, you know, he wanted me to like stay more involved in that side over there. Right. But he was like, at the end of the day, he was like, do whatever you want. You know what I mean? And go do it if you can. And if not, then we'll figure it out. So, I love that. Yeah. He didn't understand it. He was just like, he's like more like old timer guy.
Oh, you know? I get it 100%. My mom and dad were kind of the same way. My mom really wanted me to like go to college and finish college. No, it was not for me at all. I tried it. I did some classes, but it was not. Nope.
You did better than me. I didn't make it past. Like I made it past my freshman year of high school, and then I was out.
Well, I almost didn't make it through my freshman year either. And if it wasn't for those old dot printers and really good pencils changing your grades.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, it was a rough time. I didn't think I was going to make it through high school. Like,
the only reason I think I made it through as well is because luckily enough, I have an older brother, but. Whenever I was a freshman, my brother and all his friends that I grew up with and like lived with pretty much were all seniors at the time. So like it helped me because I was like that new freshman in high school, all that stuff. And so, yeah, they helped me out a lot with all that.
I love that. Okay, now let's talk about your acting.
My acting?
Yes, let's talk about your acting. Okay. Is that something that you saw yourself doing at all? I mean.
It's funny because like my mom and my grandma and all that stuff growing up, they were always like, oh, like. He's going to be in movies or this or that. Okay. And once again, I'm like, yeah, sure. Okay. Like it just wasn't realistic out there. But I did end up doing like this one thing called Dirt, which was like, it was like a TV show, like YouTube series thing. That was actually like pretty big though. Like every episode was doing pretty good, but it was like a motocross based TV show. And it was kind of cool it was so funny because I always like wanted to, right? But I never knew how to get into it. I didn't know like any type of like theatrical agents or anything like that that like helps you get into that or auditions. So a buddy of mine actually was supposed to be the lead role in it, and I guess like the literal like day before they started filming it, he like fired his whole team and backed out and wasn't going to do it. Somehow my name got in the mix, and they called me, like the production people called me and was like, hey, I know this is random, but I'm so and so. We're filming this show. Da 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 da. This is like the money that we have for it. And at the time I was like dead broke, and I was like, dude, whoa, I'm going to be rolling, bro. and then so I was like, cool, sounds good. When do we start? They were like, tomorrow at 6 a.m. I was like,
oh my goodness.
I was like, whoa, hey, hold on. And I was the lead role, never acted a day in my life, never read a script a day in my life. And I told him all this stuff, and he was like, we'll work with you. Don't worry. We're like, we'll help you. And I was like, all right, well, welcome to the shit show, boys. Like, here we go. And but it was like honestly one of the coolest experiences ever. I got to do all my own stunts because like I said, I grew up riding, so it was cool. It was
that's really cool. I don't know how I would have handled something like that. I mean, I probably would have done the same thing you did and just been like, okay, and it doesn't give you time to think about it and stress out. But wow, that's a really great story. I love that. Now, was your family surprised about that as well? Like, that's insane.
My dad liked it because obviously it involved moto. He was like, that's cool as hell, let's go. But yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. I just rolled with it. I know a lot of people like study their scripts and all that stuff for like months in advance. I had like 10 hours. Yeah. And I was like reading my like little like sides going to each scene. Like I wasn't like I didn't read any script prior to it or nothing. I was just memorizing, like just reading it back
that's
to
how
back.
I would have to do it too.
Yeah.
Like
I also have like really bad like ADHD. Like I was like that, like those like I don't know what they call them now, but like whenever I was in school it was called like tax test or whatever, like like the SET or whatever it is. And I was like always a guy that would like read the whole story, and then you get to the questions afterwards and not remember a damn thing I just read. Like I couldn't tell you one thing I just read. And so I was like, if I read the script, I'm gonna forget everything. So I just got to just read it back and forth.
Okay, I'm so glad you said that. I don't like reading books because of that.
I've never read a book in my life.
Hard time. Okay, well, no, that's fine. That's fine. I'm with my
get
people.
Along good.
I'm with my people right now.
It feels good to be home.
Yes, and here's the other thing though. Like so many people are told you have to go through high school, you have to go through college if you want to do anything with your life, and I'm just like I don't think going into debt and not enjoying yourself and feeling burned out is the way to go if you're that person. And I was that person, and I just didn't see the point in being that stressed out.
I think there's I agree with you. I think that there's like a time, like there's definitely like a time and place for school, and it's definitely necessary depending on what you're like majoring in, like what you're trying to do for your life, right?
Right.
Like for me, I'm doing everything that like didn't, besides like normal life shit that you need to know. Like, but like for me, I'm like I have a big like, why doesn't school like teach you how to pay your taxes or something like that? Like why don't they? I still don't know how to pay my taxes. Like thank God we got people in the world to do that for you. But it's like, why don't they teach you like real stuff and like real life and all that stuff? And like obviously if you're going to be a doctor or a dentist or like something that you need to like actually go to school for to learn those things, obviously understandable. But all I think that like a lot of these kids that like at least I know personally that did, like super smart kids, like crushed it in college, like got their all this stuff and like never even used anything of their majors that they did in college or anything like that in their real life, and they're like in like so much college debt and school debt and all this stuff, and it's like, why? I don't understand it.
That's why I promote trade schools. Like if you want to be a mechanic and you want to go to school for that, I mean, that's something you're going to be doing. Dental hygienists and hygienists, however you say that.
Well, I don't know.
All that. Yeah. Maybe if I would have gone to school more.
I think they forget. They'll probably know what they're talking about.
No, but I love that you followed your passion. You're doing what you want to do, and you have a new single coming out.
Yeah.
We got to talk about that.
We got to talk about it.
We're premiering it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we are next week.
Yeah, my new single called Nothing But Neon. And it's did he share it with you at all? Did you hear it? It's cool. It's different, and I wrote it with two really awesome guys, Jared Kime and Travis Wood. And there's obviously some massive great names in country music and songwriting and all that stuff. So I don't know. We went in there that day, and I was kind of going through a breakup and stuff like that, and I'm always writing sad songs, like as you can tell from my music already.
I know.
And I was like,
but they're beautiful, and they. Oh,
thank you. And I'm like, sad songs are always cool to write, and they're always easy to write because being sad is for some reason such a normal thing nowadays. But I was like, I don't know. I want to do something different, and I had some big inspiration from like my buddy like Tucker Wetmore, which has been killing it right now, and like Morgan and all that stuff. And I was like, I love how like they're incorporating. Like this like trap production in the country world, and how country is just kind of expanding. Right. And I was like, I kind of want to make like not like a super sappy sad song. It's like if you listen to the lyrics, it's technically like a sad song. It's like talking about she had tried to hit me up or whatever, and I haven't even really had time to miss her or anything because it's been nothing but neon. It's been nothing but like just like going out, trying to keep my mind full, like. But yeah, it was a cool twist, and I'm curious to see how people like kind of digest it, because it is so much different from anything I've put out. And but I think from so far, like what we've got on it, and like the people that's heard like the teasers that I've put out, it seems like everyone's really liking it. So
hands down, it's an amazing song.
Thank you.
So much, I can't wait to premiere it. Like, it's going to be
yeah,
great.
I'm excited. I'm really, really excited for this. And like all the new stuff that we have coming out. We've like actually done our rounds in Nashville, and we've gotten like some of like the top writers and some really, really awesomely talented people in the rooms with us and all that stuff. And so this new music is just gonna like be better and better, and it's gonna blow everything out of the water that I've already put out.
I can't wait. And when you perform in Nashville, you have to let me know, because I want to be there.
I'm performing CMA Fest.
Oh, good. Okay, because I'm just now working on my schedule.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, so then definitely talk to John and Brad, or whoever set this original thing up.
Yes, absolutely.
Talk to them, because
I'm so excited.
Yeah, we'll be doing our rounds. We'll be there the whole week and all that stuff. Okay. And I have like three or four shows or something like that. I'm playing right out front of Bridgestone on the Reverb stage.
Okay.
So we'll
that's exciting.
You guys
all
have
right,
to come out.
We'll have to make sure that. Yeah, we have to. I'm excited, because I hate being stuck in that media room all day, every day.
Are you in the media room that has like all the curtains like just like blocked off and stuff like that?
Yes. Oh. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating.
It feels like going in there and just doing like an interview or real quick, and then I leave. I'm like, all right, it's not too bad, right? But like for you guys to have to sit in there, I feel like we're in like detention. Like it's like it feels like those like sack rooms, like, you know what I mean, like in school.
Let me tell you, so when I'm in those situations, like at CRS, I decorate my booth. I do not want to.
You're the ones that have like the fairy lights hanging down, and
that's me.
Yeah,
I had fairy lights hanging down.
There we go.
Yep, that was exactly what I did. That is so funny. You
got the ones that have like the little like 4 AA battery packs that like go into the.
Yes.
Yep.
Because my daughter,
she's got it dialed.
Yeah, my daughter was like, "Mom, you need to do something." So, and she showed me these lights, and she's got them in her room, and every time she, does cool stuff, I'm always wanting to copy her. So she hooked me up with that one. So that was fun. She told me where to go and everything. It was great.
They're cheap, and they add some nice little texture to everything.
So much. And then I have this vase of fake flowers back there on my wall, and I had that on this table in between our, like, I just totally have to
story of my life. That's like me and my mom right there, because like we don't own a single real plant, because it will in fact die very quickly. We will forget everything to water it and keep it alive. So
yeah. I mean, if you don't have a green thumb, that's okay though.
Yep.
They make pretty fake flowers for a reason.
I'm pretty good at forgetting stuff, and that's why I got great people like John and people around me to remember me.
That's another song right there. I'm pretty good at forgetting.
Yep.
See, I love that.
Write it down, John.
Write it down.
And when it comes out, we need to get her royalties on it, because this is her idea.
Hey, I don't have many of them, but once in a while, something.
You don't need them all the time. You just need one good one, one good idea. I'm telling you, like they always say, you're one song away. That's how it is.
There you go. All right. Well, I know that we have gotten totally off topic on a lot of stuff, but I had so much fun talking with you about everything.
Same, yeah.
So is there anything else you want to tell fans about you and what you got going on?
Yeah, definitely. This year is, we're still figuring out end of year and what that looks like, but this year is going to be really, really awesome. We have, I started off the year with, headlining like 4 of my own shows, which is really, really awesome. And then we got tons of like fairs and festivals coming up, like CMA Fest. And then we're doing, right after CMA Fest, we go to Tailgates and Tall Boys up in Bloomington, Illinois, where we get to headline the side stage right before Bailey Zimmerman. And so that's really cool, because obviously he's a good buddy of mine, so getting to kind of play on the same night as him is really cool. And then we're right out to California the next day to go play another festival, and hopefully we're landing a bigger like direct support or something like that for the end of the year to wrap up the year and get out there on the road again. But honestly, we're just taking our time right now. I just got moved into I just bought my first house, so that's cool. So
exciting.
There's gonna be lots of like content coming too. I haven't like been on YouTube in a while. I kind of took a break from all of that, and because I needed to like. I don't know, out in that town out there, I was doing everything that I didn't actually love. It was just making money and paying the bills. But we're about to come back and have a good time, so it's gonna be fun. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be a damn good time. I'm imagining.
Oh, we're gonna be really fucking some stuff up.
I love it. I want to be there for it. So as often as you can, you have to let me know.
Absolutely.
I want to participate.
Hey, anytime you guys want to come out to the compound as well, we got tons of dirt bikes, tons of land, tons of everything. So y'all come on out there.
Okay, wait. You said okay. Do you have quads?
I was just talking to John about this. We are getting them. Yes.
I love running quads in the mud.
Yep.
We
got side by sides and stuff too. So it's like we got alternatives. If you're not good on 2 wheels, we got 4 for sure.
Yeah, I'm not good on 2 wheels.
It's okay. I can buy some training wheels. We'll make 4 wheels. We'll get it. That's how I started. I was 3 years old and I had training wheels on a little PW50. ran smack into a fence, ran into my trampoline, ran into everything but where I was supposed to be going.
I feel like Missy would clothesline herself somehow.
Yep.
Like, that's just okay. Quads are good. I'm up for quads. Training wheels probably not. I still probably fall. I don't know. It just seems scary to me. But oh my gosh, that would be such a good time. And we are doing a new podcast now. And a girlfriend of mine, we do a podcast and we have so much fun. We travel and we do all kinds of things. So yeah, so that could be a really fun episode.
Awesome.
That would be
Let's do it.
That would be great. We need to do that. So Lila, get ready to get on a quad.
Get ready. Come on.
Oh my gosh. Well, tell fans where to find you on your website.
Yes, ma'am. Yep. You guys can find me literally everywhere. Just at Tayler Holder across every social media platform, and stream all my music on every streaming platform. Just Tayler Holder. So yeah.
And don't forget to add his music to your own playlist because that helps the artist out.
It helps.
Until next time, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Thank you so much.